If you visited a certain farm in Dearborn, Michigan, in the 1870s, you might have seen a young boy who seemed destined to fail. He was a terrible farmer. He hated the plow, he hated the mud, and he hated the endless, repetitive labor of the fields. He dropped out of school at 16, leaving home with empty pockets and a head full of crazy ideas about machines. That dropout was Henry Ford. Ford didn't start as a titan of industry. He started as a tinkerer in a coal shed behind his rented house. While working as a night engineer for Thomas Edison, he spent his spare hours obsessing over a gasoline engine. On a rainy night in 1896, at 4 a.m., he finally finished his first creation, the Quadricycle. It was essentially a buggy frame on 4 bicycle wheels, but when he tried to drive it out, he realized a hilarious but critical mistake. The car was wider than the shed door. Not willing to wait, he grabbed an axe and smashed the brick wall of his rental home to drive his creation into the streets of Detroit. But success was still miles away. Ford's first 2 car companies were total disasters. His first venture, the Detroit Automobile Company, went bankrupt because the cars were too expensive, and Ford was too much of a perfectionist to release them. His second company failed when he argued with investors. He walked away, and that company eventually became Cadillac. By his 40s, Henry Ford was technically a 2-time failure in the auto industry. He risked everything on a 3rd try. The Ford Motor Company. This time, he ignored the luxury market and built a car for the everyman, the Model T. It was ugly, loud, and tough, but it could navigate the terrible dirt roads of America. It was an instant hit, but Ford had a new problem. He couldn't build them fast enough. In 1913, he introduced the innovation that changed the world forever, the moving assembly line. Instead of men moving to the car moved to the men. He cut the time it took to build a chassis from 12 hours to just 93 minutes. This efficiency allowed him to drop the price so low that his own factory workers could afford the product they built. The boy who hated the farm ended up revolutionizing how the entire human race traveled. He proved that you don't need a diploma. To change history, you just need a better idea and the courage to smash through a few brick walls.